Hi, I'm Jerry Romano. I'm going to share with you my favorite recipes that are easy to prepare and taste great. Today I'm going to be making a braised short rib with pasta from Tuscany. It's a fantastic dish which I think you're going to love. On a recent trip through Tuscany, we're in the Chianti Classico region, which is just stunning. And we had this most amazing lunch at Brancaia Winery. The wines were fantastic, the food was delicious, the views were just stunning. It was incredible. But the braised short rib that I had with the pasta, I said, I gotta make this when I get home and share this with everyone. Here are the ingredients. 1.5 pounds of short ribs, 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of onion, 2 tablespoons each of celery and carrot, that's our mirepoix, a bay leaf, small sprig of rosemary and parsley, cup of red wine, cup of tomato puree, 2 cups of chicken, beef, or vegetable stock, little salt and pepper, and 1/2 pound of pasta. Ingredients were pretty simple. Now the only challenge with this is the cooking time. It's gonna cook for several hours, but the payoff will be worth it. Come on, let's get started. With the saucepan on medium-high, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we're going to salt the short ribs generously. All right, those look nice. And we're going to put them right down there in that saucepan. Okay. We're going to let them brown. We're going to check on them. A couple of minutes later, looking good. We want to get them browned on all sides. Let's turn these over. Brown them on the side here. And they're done. Let's take them out, let them rest. Okay, now we're gonna drain that fat off. All right, add a couple more tablespoons of olive oil, or mirepoix. I'm gonna cook that up until it starts to take on some color. Give it a stir, looks good. Let's add the bay leaf, parsley, and rosemary, the red wine. We're going to boil off the alcohol. Add the tomatoes. Give it a stir, a nice blend. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, bring that up to temperature, and now we're going to add the short ribs. Now what's important here is you need to keep them covered with liquid. This is where you get to use chicken stock, beef stock, vegetable stock, whichever one you like. So here I'm going to top it off with a little bit of chicken stock. And if it evaporates as you're going along over several hours, add a little bit more. Remember, this is going to simmer for 6 hours. Here we are 6 hours later. Those look good. That meat's just falling off the bone. All right. Okay, we want to skim off that fat. There's a fair amount of it on the top floating. It's hard to see here. But believe me, there's probably about a couple of tablespoons. Next, we're going to strain out the solids. We want to be able to pick out any of the bones, like you just saw there. And there's also a bay leaf we know have, you'll see it down in there. Okay, let's get that bone first. All right, I see the bay leaf. There it is. We get it. All right. Going to put the solids back into the pan. Going to put the rest of that broth. All right. I'm going to puree it. You could do this in a blender, but I have an immersion blender. Makes it real simple. Oh, there's part of the rosemary. Get rid of that. All right. Now I'm going to take the meat. It's cooled down a little. You can handle it. Going to cut it up. Nice big pieces. Pretty much breaks apart. All right. Trim any fat off. Looks good. Look at how it just comes off that bone. Okay, looks good. Put that back in that stock. Warm it up. Now I'm going to get a skillet going. Put some of this short rib sauce in here. I was cooking 1/2 pound of pasta. That's ready now. Mix it up, get it coated nicely. Let's get this in a plate. I'm hungry, so I'm going to be having a lot. Doesn't that look nice? Top it with some parsley. There we go. Well, this smells fantastic. Having those short ribs simmer in that broth all day, let's have a taste. That is so good. And all you need to do is pair it with a nice Chianti or Chianti Classico. What a great meal. I hope you make this. Remember, all it takes to make delicious food is great ingredients, a little bit of technique, and lots of passion. Thanks for joining me today.